The honourable member shouldn't pay too much attention to opinion polls. The one that she should pay attention to is the one that took place 2 years ago. That's the one she should pay attention to. And I would be happy to face any vote in Northern Ireland about where our future lies. But I want to go on if I could, I want to go on to this backstop, because whether it is under WTO rules, whether it is under the guidance of the EU, whether it is under the insistence of the United Kingdom government, there is no establishment of infrastructure at the border that will be able to work, Mr. Speaker. A backstop is totally and utterly unnecessary because it could not work. There are 290 crossing points under 300 miles of land border in Northern Ireland, so no structure of any kind anywhere is possible to work. That's why we don't need a backstop, because it is impossible to deliver infrastructures on that border that will deliver. People would treat it with disdain and with contempt because they can avoid it so easily. If you had 6 infrastructures, if you had 16 or 26 roads across the border manned, forgetting about the possibility of threats to the people who would man them, all of those who live there, who work there and who trade there would know 100 other ways to get round it without having to go through any customs checkpoints. So there is no point, no basis for any backstop. We have been led into a trap, a backstop that has been created by the EU, that is null and void, cannot exist, will not prevent any border from coming about, because the only border that is there is a land border that exists between the United Kingdom and the Irish Republic, and will endure long after we have left the EU, will endure long after WTO rules, if they ever come into practice, are put in place, will endure long after the United Kingdom have worked out the eventual way to deal with our country being an extraneous part of an independent nation state, which is doing its trade, having good friendly relationships within the EU and outside it. That's our future. We need a better deal, and the Prime Minister needs to bring that back from Brussels if she can do the magic trick, which I believe is beyond her.